Good morning. Welcome to another Daily Dose of Fitness. If you are here for a free 45-minute full body workout, you're in the right place. We are going to get started in just a minute. As you come on here, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, hit the heart button, shoot me a comment, let me know that you are working out with me. If you're doing this workout on the replay, welcome to the replay. I hope you have a great workout. Those replays can be found right here on Facebook for 30 days, but they're available anytime over on my YouTube channel, which is the same name, Daily Dose Fitness and Nutrition. I suggest you go over there, check out the playlist tab, click on that, and it'll bring you right to our current playlist, which is the April workouts, April 2026 workouts. They're labeled just like they are here, so today's workout will say Daily Dose of Fitness Live, Strength and Stretch Tuesday, and it'll have the date, which is 4/7/26. And I think with that, we will go ahead and get started. I see Lynn is here this morning. Good morning. As always, I do not know where you're at in your fitness journey. Exercise does have risks, anywhere from strains, sprains, bruises, and fractures, all the way to heart attack, stroke, and death. If you don't know if you're fit to work out, or if it's been a long time since your last physical, please go get one. If you experience any chest pain, shortness of breath, dizziness, faintness, those are all signs you need to stop what you're doing, go get checked out before resuming any kind of physical activity. And finally, even though I am a personal trainer, I can't see you. So when you exercise with me, you're doing so at your own risk. I'll try to provide as much instruction and as many modifications as possible, but I can't see if you're doing those things correctly. So if you're ready, willing, and able to accept that responsibility, let's get moving. All right, we're gonna go ahead and stretch it up overhead. A little sore from yesterday, not gonna lie. As I told you yesterday, it's gonna be a short week for me. I'm here today and tomorrow, and then I will be off the rest of the week, heading out to watch my son's senior day lacrosse game. And actually the whole family's gonna go. So his brothers have never seen, I don't think his brothers have ever seen him play college lacrosse. So we're excited for that. And taking it down toward the ground. I think I see Shannon on here this morning. I'll have to get up a little closer to look, but if it's you, Shannon, welcome. And we're gonna take those legs wide. Hey, Shannon, good morning. All right, legs wide, toes pointed out, taking it side to side. Back stays straight, reaching that arm out as you go to the side, going to the left, right arm goes out, going to the right, left arm goes out. Just moving side to side. A little dynamic warm up here, getting the blood flowing. And let's go ahead and take it up. Arms are straight, knees are slightly bent, just taking the torso side to side, legs stay still, making that core work. Bringing those legs into about shoulder width, hands just above the knees, bend those knees, arch the back, head at neutral, straighten the legs, round the back, chin to chest. Pressing it down, head comes up, rounding it up, chin goes down. then round it up, and then roll it all the way up. One arm comes across the body. And taking that other arm across the body. One elbow goes back. Remember to tuck the rear, squeeze those abs, let the spine be long. And the other elbow goes back. My triceps are sore from those skull crushers yesterday. And arms go to the side, one arm behind the back, one arm back behind the head. And to the other side. And one arm presses down to the ground, pulling the head to the other side. Press that hand down. Feel that stretch in the side of your neck. And taking it to the other side, press the hand down. And release, taking those hands behind the back, clasp the fingers together. Press those hands down, shoulder blades come together, and we're going to bring the chest forward and the arms up. And go ahead and drop those arms down, taking the hands down as close to the floor as you can, keeping the legs straight. And go ahead and bend the knees and roll it up. We're going to take it onto the wall. One leg forward, one leg back. Back leg is bent, or back leg is straight. Weight is into that back heel. All the weight in the back heel. And bending that back knee, but keeping the heel to the ground, putting the weight to the toe. And switching legs. Back leg is straight, weight into the heel. And bending the back leg, weight to the toe. And release. One arm on the wall, one arm up in the air, crossing that outside leg over and taking the arm toward the wall. Release, and taking it to the other side, arm goes up, arc the arm toward the wall, this strength portion of this workout started, starting with some side kicks. So just bringing the leg up, kick it out, step down to the other side. Kick and kick. Pretend like you're putting the sole of your shoe on an imaginary wall right at the end of your shoe. So just stamping the wall. I'm going to pick up the speed just a little bit. Last one, and we're going to go into one that we haven't done in a while, an IYT. You're going to use really light weights on this one. I might even go down to my 3s. We'll see, because we're going to do lots of reps. So I have very light weights. If you're just starting, you might not even use any weight. But we're going to go I, Y, T. I, Y, T. I, Y, T. When you go up, don't let the back arch out. We have one more. Seems easy when you start, and by the end you're like, oh, I know what I had to do. Light weights. All right, putting those weights down. We're gonna go into, we did side kick, we're gonna go back kick. So we're gonna do one leg at a time. Bring that leg up bent, press it out like you're stamping the sole of your shoe on an imaginary wall right at the end of your shoe. Up, bent, back in and down, okay? You don't want to just fling the leg up there. That's hard on the knee. You got to bring it up bent and then press it out and bring it back in. Here we go. Ready? Kick. Three, two, last one. If you need a balance check, you can put fingertips on the walls. Just be light on your fingers. You want to try to use that core to stabilize yourself as well. To the other side, here we go. Keep that hip bone pointed to the ground. You don't want to rotate the hip or the shoulder so you're kind of turned sideways. You want everything to stay nice and square right here. All right? And we're going to take it into a bent row. Here we go, down in front and pull. Last one, to the other side and pull. And then let it come all the way down. Last one, and just like that, we're going right back to the beginning with those side kicks. Here we go. Ready? Kick, kick. one. IYTs are next. Ready? And I, Y, T. One more. Very good. Back kicks are next. Ready? And kick. Last one to the other side. Last one, moving into the bent row. Ready? Sink the arm down, pull the elbow up, back is straight. Last one, taking it to the other side. Ready? And pull. Last one, and finishing off. Oh, that was the finish off. Going into the side kicks for our last set in round one. Here we go. Kick. Last one. Very good. IYT. Ready? I, Y, T. One more. I, Y, T. Ah. Going into the back kicks. Here we go. And kick. 3, 2, 1, and to the other side we go. Last one, and finishing off with the bent rows. One weight, sink it down, back is straight, pull. Last one, and taking it to the other side. Pull. Last one. And that is going to do it for our first round. Coming back for our high five. Boy, my shoes have gotten super squeaky again. I need to wipe off the bottoms of them. All right, we're gonna go into our second round. Thanks for the love. Starting with a side to side. So jumping to the side, putting those hands down toward the ground, keeping the back straight. One, very good. Take a little breather. Going into a bicep curl as soon as I get my breath. As always, when I do these, if you want to work a little bit of balance work, a little bit of glute strength, while you're working these bicep curls, you can be on one leg. You can always be on two legs. If you want to work a little bit of extra, go on one leg. Up and down. Last one. Plie squat is next. So one weight. I'm going to use my new kettlebell today. You can use a kettlebell, you can use a dumbbell. Feet are wide, toes are pointed out. You're going to tuck the rear, go straight down and up. Going straight down, not putting the butt back on this one. It's the only squat I'm going to tell you to do that. All right, and we're going to finish off the set with a tricep kick. Feet are about shoulder width apart. Bent at the waist, knees are bent, just kicking the lower arms back. Last one. And we're going to go right back in to the side to side. I'm just going to blow my nose. All right. Here we go. Ready? And side to side. Last one. Bicep is next. And Bobby hopped on. Good morning. All right. If you're on one leg, you're on the leg that you weren't on last set. Here we go. One more. All right. Put those legs down. We're going to go into a plie squat. My arms are tired. All right. One weight. Legs are wide. Toes are pointed out. Rear is tucked. Going straight down and up. Last one. And moving into those tricep kicks. Little breath. Here we go. Ready? Bend at the waist, back is straight. Kick it back. Last one. And just like that, we're on our last strength exercise of the day. Oh, I'm glad you hopped on, Bobby. That's awesome. And Kirsten hopped on too, so good morning. Now you know. All right, we're gonna go side to side. Here we go. Last one. Very good. Bicep curls are next. If you're on one leg, I'm going to switch you halfway through. Switch legs halfway through. Hope you guys are breathing hard. All right, here we go. Ready? And up. And switching legs. Last one. Almost there. Going into the plie squat. Legs are wide, toes are pointed out. I'm taking it straight down and up. Last one, and heading into our tricep kicks. This will be our last strength exercise of the day. Here we go. Ready? And press. Last one. And just like that, you guys, we are done with our strength work. Shoes are gonna drive me crazy. High five, high five. I had to remember to clean them off. All right, I'm gonna take them off because we're gonna go into some stretch. So we're going to have feet flat on the ground, hands behind the head. We're going to gently pull the chin to chest and at the same time press the head into the hands gently, giving just a little resistance. So a little pull and push all at the same time. And release. Same thing, but bring the chin to one side of the chest. Pull and push gently. You don't want to crank on your neck. And release. And to the other side. Arms go out to the side. Left leg is bent, straight, right leg is bent. Taking that right leg to the inside of the body, keeping the right shoulder on the ground. I'm going to use my left hand to gently put a little pressure on that knee, but if the shoulder comes up, take the knee back toward the midline. We're going to go right to the other side. And release. Both feet flat on the ground. Take one leg over the other, that's a figure four. We're going to use that bottom leg to pull the whole top leg toward your chest. Then grab the outside of the knee on the top leg and pull that top knee toward your opposite shoulder. Keep pulling the whole top leg in, using your bottom leg, but put your hand on the out or on the inside of the top knee and press that knee out. And release. Same thing to the other side. Pulling the top leg in, pulling the top knee to the opposite shoulder. Top knee out while you continue to pull that whole leg in. And release. Let's go ahead and sit it up. Hands go behind the back, fingertips pointing back. We're going to bridge it up and look back. And down. And that was the first time I've had my right hand flat on the ground for about 2 weeks. I don't know what happened. It's still a little sore, but it's getting much better. Going into the side to side. Z-sit. Good. And taking it onto our stomach, pulling one heel to the rear. And release. And to the other side. Heel to the rear. And release. Taking it up onto hands and knees, tops of the feet, flat to the ground or pressed into the ground, turning those hands so the fingertips are facing backwards. A couple rocks before you turn one hand, palm up. Not much weight on this palm up hand, but try to get the whole back of the hand flat on the ground, arm is straight. Rotate that palm up hand into different positions so that the fingertips are pointing in all different directions. And just rocking gently on that palm hand down. Palm down hand. There we go. And switching sides. Same thing. Try to get that back of the hand flat on the ground. Stretching that forearm and the wrist, and then we're going to stretch the arms out in front, sitting on the backs of the legs, or using a block to sit back on. If you need a little bit of help, you can use a blanket, a rolled towel. And threading one arm under the other into thread the needle, ear toward the ground. And taking it to the other side. into down dog. So up on the toes, and then into down dog. Hands are flat on the ground. I'm gonna go up on my fist here. Head is right in between the arms. Heels are pressed into the mat. Feet are flat on the ground. One leg comes up. Bend it. Rotate to the outside of the body. Looking under the armpit. Arms are straight. Hands are flat on the ground. And back into down dog. And other leg comes up, bend it, rotate. And back into down dog, onto hands and knees. One leg comes forward, the top of that back foot is pressed into the mat. We're going to bring our arms up and back, tuck the rear, and push that back hip forward. See ya. And let's take it to the other side. Arms up and back. Tuck the rear, press that back hip forward. And release. And I'm just realizing that we forgot to do our morning, the ones that we do early. So we're going to have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Sink the hips down. Hands to the inside of the shoe, sink the hips down. And take the hands furthest from the shoe and bring it up. And down. Hand as closest to the shoe comes up. Didn't forget completely. And down. We're going to bring that back foot in. Step the other foot out. Hands to the inside of the shoe. Sink the hips down. Hand that's furthest from the shoe comes up. And down. And that's closest to the shoe comes up. And down. And bring those feet, or that back foot in. We're going to now just take it onto the rear, into butterfly, using the elbows to press the knees down. And release elbows from knees, take the chin toward the toes. Straddle stretch. One arm comes across the body, taking the shoulder down to the thigh, fingertips toward the toes. And to the other side. Sorry, I got a phone call. And down to center. going to take the chest down toward the thigh, fingertips, or hands toward the heel, chest toward the thigh, straight back. The hamstrings are sore from those deadlifts yesterday. And to the other side. And down to center. And bringing one leg in, chest down toward the thigh. Think about pressing that bent knee down toward the ground. And to the other side. Crisscross. One arm comes to the outside of the opposite knee. Other hand right behind your hip. Turn the leg over that back shoulder. And to the other side. Stretch up tall, forward fold down, going down as far as you can, keeping those legs straight. And bend the knees and roll it up. Take a deep breath in. Blow it out. And that is going to do it for our daily dose of fitness on a Tuesday. So I appreciate you guys all getting on here. So I have a card for you this morning. It says, don't wait for it to happen. Make it happen. Make your own future. How good is that? That's Bradley Whitford said that. So true. I mean, we can't expect anyone else to make our dreams come true, right? Thank you so much for getting on here. It was a great workout. Remember, I have one more workout this week. I'm gonna be here tomorrow for Tabata Wednesday, and then I will be off the rest of the week. But I hope to see you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you when I see you. And until next time, everyone, eat well, stay fit, live life. Have a great day. Bye.